One day, Penny, a young, imaginative girl, stumbles upon a strange old paintbrush in her grandmother's attic. Penny, with her wild curls and sparkling eyes, was always on the lookout for new adventures, and this, she knew, was the beginning of one. Tucked away amidst dusty trunks and forgotten memories, the paintbrush had an aura of enchantment about it, an irresistible allure that drew Penny in. The paintbrush was peculiar, unlike any she had seen before. Its handle, aged and worn, held stories from a time long past. The bristles, though old, were still vibrant with hues of forgotten artistry. It was as if the paintbrush was waiting, yearning for the right hands to hold it again, to create magic. Penny, with a heart full of curiosity and a spirit full of excitement, picked up the paintbrush. As her fingers wrapped around its handle, she felt a strange energy pulsating from it, a sensation like a soft whisper in the wind, a hum of an old melody. It was a feeling of anticipation, of a story waiting to be told, of a world waiting to be painted. With a sense of wonder, Penny decided to give the paintbrush a try. She fetched a blank canvas and a palette of vivid colors, her heart pounding with excitement. She had no idea about the magic that lay dormant in the paintbrush, the dormant enchantment that was about to awaken. As she dipped the paintbrush into a pot of bright red paint and brought it close to the canvas, she could feel the energy in the room shift. It was as though the air held its breath, the world paused, waiting for the first stroke. And then, as she brushed the first stroke on the canvas, a spark of magic filled the room. Everything she painted started coming to life, each stroke unlocking a new dimension, each color breathing life into her art. It was a moment of sheer joy, of awe, of the beginning of an incredible journey. As she brushed the first stroke on the canvas, a spark of magic filled the room, and everything she painted started coming to life. Suddenly, Penny found herself in a world of her own creation, full of vibrant colors and fantastic creatures. It was as if she had stepped into a living canvas, a place where every stroke of her magical paintbrush breathed life into her wildest imaginings. Majestic mountains of sapphire blue towered high above, their peaks dusted with the soft hues of pink and gold. Rivers of molten silver meandered through emerald green meadows, gleaming under the soft, radiant glow of a tangerine sky. In this world, Penny found companionship in the most unlikely of characters. There was the chatty sunflower with its sapphire petals, a wisecracking weasel in a top hat, and a gentle giant of a bear with a mane of rainbow colors. They were strange and wonderful, sprung from the depths of Penny's creative mind, each one a testament to the boundless potential of her imagination. And oh, the adventures she had! She sailed on a ship made of candy through cotton candy clouds, dove into crystal-clear lakes and discovered hidden treasures, and even had a tea party with a queen bee who ruled over a kingdom of butterflies. The world was her canvas, and she was the artist, painting her dreams and desires with bold strokes of her magical brush. But this world wasn't just about adventure and exploration. It was also a place of learning and discovery. Penny learned to communicate with her animated friends, to understand their unique languages and customs. She discovered the joy of creativity, the thrill of seeing her ideas come to life, the satisfaction of solving problems with a dash of color and a sprinkle of imagination. Yet, as the sun began to set, painting the sky with strokes of lavender and crimson, a sense of unease settled over Penny. The world she had created was beautiful, enchanting, but it was not her home. The realization hit her like a bolt of lightning. She was trapped in her own creation, a prisoner in her own masterpiece. But as the day turned into night, Penny realized she was stuck in her magical world. Penny, now realizing the complexity of the magic, knew she had to find a way back home. She found herself in a realm where fantasy and reality intermingled, a place brought to life by her own creativity. Yet, as enchanting as this world was, Penny could not shake off the longing to return home. She had a magical paintbrush, a tool of immense power, and she decided to use it to create a way back. But it wasn't as simple as she had hoped. The first door she painted was beautiful, adorned with intricate patterns and vibrant colors, yet it led nowhere. The second door was even grander, but it too only opened to a wall of solid colors. Penny's heart sank. She felt trapped in her own painted paradise. In the midst of her despair, she realized something crucial. The magic of the paintbrush wasn't just about creating beautiful things, it was about understanding the essence of what she wanted to create. She had been focusing on the physicality of the door, its beauty, its grandeur, but she had completely overlooked its purpose. So Penny picked up her paintbrush once more, But this time she didn't think about how the door should look. Instead, she thought about how it felt to be home. She remembered the warmth of her mother's hugs, the smell of freshly baked cookies, the sound of her father's laughter echoing through the house. She remembered the feeling of safety, of love, and of belonging. With these memories in her heart, she let her paintbrush glide across the canvas, creating not just a door, but a portal, a connection to the world she missed so dearly. The door she painted this time was simple, unadorned, but it was the most beautiful door she had ever created. She reached out, her hand trembling slightly, and turned the knob. The door opened, not to a wall of colors, but to her own familiar bedroom. After many trials and errors, Penny was finally able to paint a door leading back to her own world. Stepping back into her world, Penny felt a wave of relief wash over her. She was back in the familiar reality, surrounded by her own sketches, her art materials, and her beloved pet cat, Muffins. No longer were there whimsical creatures prancing around or landscapes changing at the stroke of her magical paintbrush. Yet a part of her missed the vibrant colors and the thrill of the unpredictable. She sat down, the magical paintbrush still clutched in her hand, staring at the blank canvas in front of her. A whirlwind of thoughts spun in her head. It was her imagination that had brought those fantastical beings to life, but it was also her imagination that had almost trapped her in a world of her own creation. Penny realized the importance of control over one's imagination. It was a powerful tool, a gift that could create worlds, but it could also be a trap if not wielded wisely. She understood that her imagination was an extension of herself, her thoughts, and her feelings. It had the power to create beauty, but it also had the potential to create chaos. She also learned about the balance between fantasy and reality. Fantasy was an escape, a world where anything was possible, where she could paint the sky purple and trees blue. But reality was where she belonged. It was where her family was, where Muffins was. It was where she could share her art and stories with others, where she could learn, grow, and be herself. Penny's adventure with the magical paintbrush was a journey of self-discovery, a lesson in understanding her own abilities and limitations. It was a reminder that while it was wonderful to get lost in one's imagination, it was equally important to stay grounded in reality. Because reality, with all its imperfections, was beautiful in its own way. With newfound respect, Penny decided to use the magical paintbrush wisely, painting only on the canvas and no longer bringing her creations to life. From that day forward, Penny used the magical paintbrush to create beautiful artworks, enchanting everyone who saw them. No longer was her canvas confined to mere paper or cloth, but the world itself became her playground, and the universe her audience. Her art took on a life of its own, each stroke infused with magic, each color more vibrant than the last. Penny's creativity was no longer hindered by the limitations of reality. The paintbrush had given her an extraordinary gift, the power to transform her imagination into reality. Penny's adventure had been a whirlwind of emotions and experiences. She had been swept away into a world of wonders, a realm where her art came to life, where she could paint the wind and sculpt the clouds. She'd seen the beauty of creation, the thrill of the unknown, and the responsibility that came with such power. Yet it wasn't all about the magic. Penny had also learned valuable lessons on her journey. She discovered the importance of balance, understanding that even the most enchanting creations could wreak havoc if not handled with care. She realized that with great power came great responsibility. Her artistic expressions were no longer just about creating beauty, but also about maintaining harmony. The quest to return home had not been easy. It tested her courage, resilience, and creativity. But those challenges shaped her, made her a better artist, a better person. She learned to see beyond the canvas, to find art in every corner of life, and to use her talents to bring joy and inspiration to others. Penny's story is a testament to the power of imagination and the magic that lies within each of us. It's a reminder that art is more than just a means of expression. It's a way of life, a journey of self-discovery, and a path to understanding the world. And so, Penny's adventure with the magical paint